The lawsuit between Michael Jordan's 23XI racing team and NASCAR is turning into something much bigger than anyone expected, revealing some uncomfortable truths about how NASCAR operates behind the scenes. And while Dale Earnhardt Jr. isn't directly involved in the fight, he's paying close attention, and he has a serious warning for both sides. On his latest podcast episode, Earnhardt said he's worried that 23XI Racing and Row Motorsports are pushing the dispute toward a dangerous place. There's a growing belief that these teams might be trying to force NASCAR to sell its racetracks, and to Earnhardt, that idea could be disastrous. He explained that NASCAR's ownership of key racetracks has become a major point of tension. In the past, the organization required promoters, including people like Marcus Smith, to sign exclusivity agreements that prevented other races from taking place before a NASCAR event. Earnhardt said that while this isn't unusual in sports or entertainment, it has given 23XI some ammunition in their argument. But Earnhardt's biggest point was simple: be careful what you wish for. He warned that pushing NASCAR to give up ownership of its racetracks might sound good in a lawsuit, but the long-term consequences could damage the sport beyond repair. He reminded listeners that racetracks are not profitable to build or operate in today's world. Nobody is lining up to invest in new racing facilities. If NASCAR were pressured into selling its tracks, the buyers wouldn't be racing fans, they would be developers looking for land. And once those tracks vanish, they're not coming back. Earnhardt painted a clear picture of what the future could look like. Without NASCAR-owned tracks, iconic racing venues could be replaced by warehouses, megacenters, or corporate developments. In 10 years, the sport might be forced to rely almost entirely on street circuits and road courses, not because fans asked for them, but because the traditional tracks no longer exist. He emphasized that NASCAR owning its tracks isn't just a business choice, it's one of the last things holding the sport's traditional model together. Losing those facilities could completely reshape stock car racing in ways that teams and fans may regret. Earnhardt's warning doesn't dismiss the concerns of 23XI or Row Motorsports. Instead, he urges both sides to think long-term and recognize what's really at stake. His concerns only matter if the teams are truly trying to force NASCAR into selling its tracks, rather than using the idea as leverage to reach a fair settlement. In the end, the lawsuit may change NASCAR forever, but Earnhardt is hoping the sport doesn't break itself in the process.